30% of the worldwide harvest is lost due to pest and plant diseases every year. The crops that are impacted the most by this are wheat, rice, maize, and soybeans, with rice and maize in particular losing a maximum of 40% of their yield with each harvest. Most of this crop loss is due to pest and disease in the field. Without proper preparation and sanitation of tools, pests can spread quickly to plants. Diagnosis can also take lots of time, as farmers need to send samples to the lab for diagnosis, which can take up to days or weeks. Further, for farmers who rotate crops annually, they encounter a huge learning curve to understand the vulnerabilities of new crops. One startup called Taranis has developed a solution that targets large-scale agriculture facilities with computer vision, data science, and deep learning to detect pest and disease. This startup from Tel Aviv gathers thousands of photos via drone imaging and can detect irregularities at the scale of one leaf. While the Taranis solution is making leaps and bounds for large-scale farms, its high-tech requirements, including access to drones and iPads, means it is not suited for smaller farms in rural areas. Small-scale farms are defined as farms that are 2 hectares or less in size. Another startup called Plantix has developed a solution to give farmers the chance to rapidly diagnose potential crop diseases. The Berlin-based company provides access to a massive database of knowledge about pests and diseases that could be ailing crops through their application. The app uses an algorithm to filter the image database. It is better suited for smaller farms because it only requires a smartphone and a downloadable app, and therefore needs minimal initial investment to begin using. We had the chance to talk with Simona at the NOAA conference in London.
It's really hard to identify plant diseases on the field directly. Small-scale farmers are mostly not really educated, and they are also shifting or changing their plants, so it's always new diseases they are facing.
The app works like this. Farmers can take a picture of a sick plant in the field. The app sends the picture to servers to process it via deep neural networks. The algorithm, trained with millions of images in the database, identifies the patterns and physical characteristics of damage created by certain plants and diseases. In just a few seconds, the app identifies possible diagnoses and provides appropriate recommendations for treatment, along with connections to retailers.
What we are building is actually a smart agriculture ecosystem, and you can compare it a little bit like an online doctor-pharmacy relationship. So we give advice to the farmer, give the farmer a prescription to make sure he really gets in the end the right product, connect him to the retailer, and make sure that he picks up the right product to solve his problems on the field. And by using image recognition and machine learning.
Founded by 7 people, the company was first developed by founder Simone Stray and her husband and co-founder Robert Stray. The two met while completing their PhD research in the Amazon.
30% of the worldwide harvest is lost due to plant diseases and pests every year. Our goal is to support small-scale farmers in the end to increase their productivity, since we believe this is the only way to really secure food production in the end.
So, why is this important? Regular massive losses in a supply chain present a prime opportunity for improvement, and artificial intelligence could be the key to accomplishing this. To put some numbers to it, this means that 1.4 billion tons of cereal is lost due to pests and diseases every year, which is enough to feed the 10.7% of the population that suffers from chronic hunger. Solutions that leverage machine learning and artificial intelligence bring the advantage of rapid intervention to reduce this crop loss. Though improving farming techniques is only one part of the solution to hunger, being more resourceful with our land is certainly a good place to start. Thanks for watching. If you liked our video, hit the subscribe button and you'll receive notifications when we post new content featuring the latest innovations from the startup world. Till next time.